Hello there, folks. This is Mr. Rody, Robin Rody from the Rodashian Show. I got my Gibson 12 here. Sitting here all alone by myself, pondering about what I've been hearing today on internet chatter, on Facebook chatter. Um, I got to talk to you folks about being poor. Uh, I, I grew up being poor with no money. I lived on the street when I was young. I ate out of garbage cans when I was young. And my father always taught me one thing, don't ever rely on anybody else to pay your bills, okay? And now that's why I feel a lot of pain for these folks up in Canada here, in Manitoba especially, and in BC, getting cut off their employment and income assistance benefits. If anybody doesn't know what that is out there in Canada, we call that social assistance. Some people say welfare. Some call it government assistance. Depends on what province you live in. But a lot of these people in our government and our municipalities and our provincial governments, our provincial government buildings, our EIA workers, if they want to do some number crunching, we had to stay isolated and still stay isolated to this day. Today's July 29th, 2020. Yesterday's video, I said July 29th. That was a blooper, but it was a great video because it was out to my mom's. And so I didn't change it. But today is actually July 29th, 2020 in Canada. And a bunch of moms never got their EIAs today. And a lot of people out there, that have money, that they're fine, they're good. But cutting off a bunch of moms across Canada and homeless people, saying they're not going to give them their employment assistance checks is kind of outrageous. I'm calling on Singh NDP. Can you come out and say something? Can you get some help out for these folks before everybody goes batshit crazy? Because when you're in poverty and then you get cut off of your funds, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if you have zero funds coming in? What can you do? Seriously, folks, what can you do if you got no money? And how do you stay isolated for 4 months if you're only getting $300 a month to live on? It's impossible, okay? Sorry, it's impossible. It's impossible for a human being in Canada to survive during a COVID crisis with $300 a month. It is absolutely impossible, okay? Um, Now, a lot of these people, young folks, middle-aged folks, they're on the street now here today. Shalom alaikum, come on. I'll continue this video in a minute. Just hold on, I got someone at the door. Peace. So, like I was saying, there's a lot of friends of mine out there in Winnipeg and Vancouver, up in Alberta and Ontario, that are in a desperate, dire situation right now because of financial crisis. People losing their homes, having their cars and quads and trucks repoed because there's no work. And, a COVID crisis, that what CERB, the served $2,000 a month for a person. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. I don't know who would consider that a lot of money for someone to live on during a crisis, during a lockdown. Groceries skyrocketed 2, 3 times the price. A lot of businesses and restaurants were closed. So all these folks that they cut off today up in Canada, in Ontario, and Vancouver, and Alberta, like I said, they're going to be destitute. They're going to be worried about what's going on. So I can see some type of crisis happening, and it's concerning for me because I'm a person with a lot of love in my heart for society and for mankind itself. And if our provincial government can do this to the poor and the destitute, what can they do? What's the next step? So watch out, everybody. Peace. Shalom alaikum. Destiny is all. And to finalize everything before I finish today's video that I'm very passionate about, a message to our provincial government and to all the provincial governments that seem to be taking this like separatists. I heard a phone call that went on between a worker and case number there that they were saying that like each province is dealing with the stuff their own way, but they have to deal with it now. They got to deal with it right now. I hear people are getting evictions from Manitoba Housing. I hear, yeah, people getting evicted out of Manitoba Housing. Their parents, they got kids. This has to stop. This can't go on anymore, man. Share this video up with your friends. Share it with the Prime Minister of Canada. Share it with the NDP leader Singh. I hope you hear this. I hope you see this video. The poor people matter. The poor people matter, okay? The poor people matter. Amen. Shalom Aleichem. Destiny is all.